numpy काम करत असताना सुरुवातीला इम्पोर्ट करायची गरज आहे. सो इम्पोर्ट numpy ॲज np. देन एक लिस्ट येतो आहे, काल ऑलरेडी हे झालेलं आहे. सो जस्ट टेकिंग अ क्विक फास्ट. एक लिस्ट असेल लाईक 20, 34, 67 समथिंग वॉट एव्हर बी. सो ॲरे इज इक्वल्स टू, या लिस्टला ॲरेमध्ये कन्वर्ट करतो आहे. सो त्यासाठी np डॉट ॲरे आणि ही लिस्ट इथं पास करतो आहे. देन लिस्टमध्ये कन्वर्ट केल्यानंतर b इज इक्वल्स टू, या लिस्टचा मला स्क्वेअर करायचा आणि नंतर तेच आउटपुट मला लिस्टमध्ये घ्यायचं आहे ॲरेमध्ये कन्वर्ट करून त्या अगोदर. सो b इज इक्वल्स टू ॲरेचा स्क्वेअर, देन असाइनिंग न्यू व्हेरिएबल, आउटपुट इज इक्वल्स टू b डॉट लिस्टमध्ये कन्वर्जन. सो दॅट्स वाय टू लिस्ट, अगेन प्रिंटिंग आउटपुट. And those are the results. Okay, so same I can apply the logic for dividation. So array by 2, so results are here. Then if I want to do the addition of array, I can also do the same. So a1 is equals to np dot array, and in array there will be the number like a2 will be np dot array, and values will be okay. Now I want to do the addition of array 1 and array 2. So I can do one thing, a1 plus a2, and the results are like this. So I can also do the, after addition I can also go for multiplication. Okay, so multiplication, just need to do the small change in the same code. Instead of plus, here will be star, means multiplication. So those are the results again for multiplication case. I can also go with another approach for numpy array, and approach will be, just need to pass here np dot multiply a1 comma a2, and result will be same. Now if I want to suppose calculate the sum of a1, I can also calculate by using numpy. So logic will be np dot sum, and here will be a1. So sum will be 1102. The second case was about matrix addition. Matrix is nothing but the combination of n row and column. So let's see the first example. a1 is equals to np dot array. We already seen this yesterday, same thing. So I'm just finishing it quick. 10, 20. This is the a1, and a2 will be this will be where a2. So you can say that a1 and a2 both are same or having a same values. Now if I want to do the suppose matrix addition, if you just want to print a1, you can see this is your a1 and this is your a2. Okay, suppose if I want to do the addition of matrix, I can use another logic, np dot add and in add there will be a1 comma a2. So results are like this. Then suppose if I want to do the multiplication, use the same code, and now instead of add you can use multiply. Okay, then next case is about matrix dot product. Okay, there is one standard rule in matrix dot product. Matrix dot product is only possible when number of columns of first matrix is equals to number of rows of second matrix. Let's see with one example. The standard rule in case of dot product, if suppose I want to calculate the dot product of the two matrices, the rule is number of column of the first matrix. ओके, जे का पहिल्या मॅट्रिक्समध्ये सपोज तुमच्याकडे जर 4 कॉलम असतील आणि जो का तुमचा मॅट्रिक्स आहे दुसरा त्यामध्ये पण 4च रो असले पाहिजे. ओके, सो स्टँडर्ड रूल वी कॅन से दॅट नंबर ऑफ कॉलम ऑफ फर्स्ट मॅट्रिक्समध्ये जेवढे काही कॉलम्स असले पाहिजेत तेवढीच रो सेकंड मॅट्रिक्समध्ये असले पाहिजे. इम्पॉर्टंट आहे पॉईंट. देन second point, here directly coming to the code. Suppose if I want to print array when I can say that simple for next line, so that will be /n and comma a1 dot shape. Same happens for the a2, which is nothing but array 2. In a small change, it will be instead of a1 it will be a2, and it will be a2 dot shape. And for dot product we can use np dot a1 comma a2. If I run the cell, it's giving the error. The reason is that let me check what is the problem. Invalid syntax. There is issue with the syntax. No worries. So let me check. A1 is equals to np dot array. This also right, comma 67. Okay, it's also right. A2 is equal to np dot array. Same. Then printing array 1. Print array 1. Fine. /n for the next line. Double quote has been closed. Comma a1 comma again a1. Okay, just calculating the shape. Fine. Then array 2. Then next line for /n. Okay, a2
bracket
a2 dot slash, then need to close the bracket, so closing the same bracket, and now adding here np dot, so a1 comma a2, and the result will be this. So you can see this will be our first array, or you can say first matrix having a shape 2 by 2. This will be array 2, or matrix having a shape of 2 by 2, and the final result, which is nothing but the dot product, will be this. Okay, then there are few numpy function which comes under the the standard function under the numpy. So let's see what are the numpy function. The first function is np dot zeros. So it will return an array of 0 values. Okay, so it will return array of 0 values. Okay, and one more important thing in case of deep learning, it can be also used in a weight initialization in deep learning. It's not important for you. Once you enter in deep learning, you know about what is the weight, what is the bias. So if you wish, you can remember, or else you can forget the same. Target variable in machine learning as value either 0 or 1. Okay, let's see the code. Array 1 is equals to, I'm using np dot zeros, so it will be np dot zeros, and I'm assigning one integer or the one number. So it says that np dot 0, and the value will be the 10, and I'm adding or calling the same variable. So what exactly happens here? As I mentioned, it will return the array of 0 values. So it will write a 10 times 0. You can see the result. It will print 10 times 0 because I have assigned value 10 here. Okay, so that is that is the main function which covers under the numpy, which returns the total number of zeros value. Whatever you pass the integer, it will return the same number of values here. Then second, it's about np dot ones. Okay, so what exactly happens here? When I say np dot 0, it will returning all the 0 value. When I say it np dot ones, it will return all the zeros value. Let's see. So array 1 np dot ones, same number I'm passing, it will be 10, and here calling the same array, and the result will be this, and it's printing 10 times 1 1 1. Okay, when there is different beauty in this case, if you check, it printing all the float values. Suppose if I want to convert the float values into the integer, you can do one thing. After 10, you can just add 1 comma here and type here d type, means data type, is equals to int, means integer, and you can run the cell. You can see now all the float value becomes the integer value. Okay, suppose this is the single line array, I can say. Okay, if I want to calculate the shape of this, or want to check the shape of this, I can use array dot shape, and the shape will be this one, 10. Okay, see now suppose if I want to convert the same array into the matrix, what exactly I can do, I'm creating a new code or just modifying the same. So array, I will take another one so it will be easy to understand. np.ones, so it will like 2 comma 5 comma d type is equals to integer. Need to close the same bracket. As I provided, the shape of matrix will be 2 comma 3, means there will be 2 rows and the 5 columns. If I print, you can see the results. 2 rows and 5 columns will be there. np.1, so that's why it will return all the zeros value into by 5 matrix. Okay, then coming to the second case, we are going to see one pandas function. Import numpy, we have already imported. Now we need to import the pandas. Import pandas as pd. Okay, if you have not installed pandas, for installation you need to just write the command pip install pandas and it will install the panda. And if you want to import the same panda, you can use import pandas as pd. Now I'm assigning one new variable in pandas data frame, that is nothing but the df. Then here pd dot data frame. One more important thing, f and d always should be the capital. If you do any changes here, it will give the error. So most important point, f and d should be always capital. Array1 and calling the df. See, I have assigned one variable called df is equals to pd.dataframe, which we are using in pandas to convert any array or whatever it will be input into the data frame. So I'm now I'm what exactly doing, I'm converting array into the data frame. Okay, and you can see the result. Okay, result will be like this. It's the data frame which contains the row and the column. Okay, this will be your index, I can say that, or the title of columns, and those are the rows. Okay, those are the vertical columns, like 0 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 3 1 1 4 1 1. Those will be the columns and those will be the rows. Okay, so that is that is how we can create the data frame. Okay, suppose if I want to do the any minor changes, or if you want to do any different data frame, you can also print the same. For that you just need to change here, like I'm passing here shape will be. Okay, this is the shape of your data frame. Now rerunning the cell, you can see the output. So this is the data frame. Now the third function in numpy, that is nothing but the arrange. It's not arrange marriage, it's a arrange function which you use in numpy. Okay, there is a difference between the arrange and this arrange. It's arrange, okay, not arrange, single r. List of range and providing here start value and end value. It starts at the 10 and finish at 20. So you can see range will be like 10 to 19. As already we know, when I'm passing the range, it will first number will be included and last number will be excluded. So that's why 10 to 19 instead of 20. Okay, now suppose if I want to use the same function which I have defined here, so this is nothing but np dot arrange, and need to pass again range here. So range will be 10 comma 20. If I print output, I mean if I run the code, I will get the output, and output will be the same as previously we have seen, but just it will print the array, because we have mentioned that we are working with the array, and as we provided the function that is np.arrange, so output also in the array form. Then third example, I can also go with the negative range by providing the negative step size. Let's see. So it is 10 comma 20, step size will be -1. Now I'm printing. What I will do, I will just assign one function, assign one variable, array1, then printing the same array. So it's giving the empty. I will tell you the reason, don't worry. As I'm doing the reverse, so I just need to pass here, instead of 10 it will be 20, and instead of 20 it will be here 10. Small change in position. So array1 is equals to np dot arrange 20 comma 10 -1, and now I'm doing the reverse. Okay, so you can see I have done the reverse string. Okay, and if I want to calculate the shape of the same, I can use array1 dot shape, and this is the shape, it's nothing but the 10. Okay, then fourth function is linspace. The syntax of linspace will be like this. In linspace we are passing start, end, and num, and the red step. Okay, so let's see each term one by one. So np dot linspace. In this case I'm passing the start, which is the starting number, end, which is the ending number, comma total numbers which I want to see in the output. Okay, then after num, suppose I can pass like 50, means I can see a total number of numbers in output will be the 50. Red step. Okay, so red step is nothing but the difference between the one number to another number, or difference between the two consecutive numbers. Okay, so that is we can also say a step. Okay, but in this case it will be red step. So when I assign a red step is equals to true, it will give the value of a red step. When I assign a red step is equal to false, it will not printing a value of red step. Okay, so let's see with the examples. Array1 np dot linspace, np dot linspace. I'm passing the start will be at 1, end will be at 50, and the total number I want to see in the output will be 50, which is 50, and assigning red step is equals to true, and you can see the results are like this. Okay, so I will explain. It will start at the first, it will be end at the 50. Total number which I want to see in the output will be 50. Okay, and I also want to see the red step is red step, so that's why I have added here true, and it is having an incremental order, or it will always increase by 1. So if you check the difference between the two consecutive number, it's always 1, like 2 minus 1 1, 3 minus 2 it's 1, 4 minus 3 it's 1, even though 50 minus 49 it's 1. So that's why red step is equals to 1, because I have passes here red step is equal to true. When I pass red step is equal to false, it will not print a red step. You can see. You can see red step is not available here. Okay, red step is absent here. Okay, so that is the difference. Now I'm taking one single example and forming a one data frame from the different inputs. Like I will take a input as in form of np dot zeros, also take input in form of like np1s, np arrange, and np linspace. And by using those 4 functions which we have seen in Numpy, I'm going to create one data frame. Let's see how we can create. So creating one dictionary. As already we know, dictionary is nothing but the combination of key and pair. So dict1 is equals to the column name will be zeros because we are working with the np dot zeros. Np dot zeros, and total count will be 10. Fine, comma, once. Okay, it will be np1's 10. Then third, as I already mentioned, it will be arrange. So I'm passing input as this np dot arrange, and the range will be like from 10 to 20. You can write anything like 30, 40 also, it's your own choice, but I have added here 10, 20. So coming to the next line, okay, so I have written zeros, ones, arrange, and now coming to the last point, which is nothing but the linspace. So adding here linspace. So here I can write np dot just need to pass the same, but I will do a change here. Np dot linspace, you can pass here like 100 and will get 200. And total number which I want to see in the output will be the 10, or having a length 10, because everywhere I have mentioned 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so again it will be 10. Okay, so that's all about this part. If I want to print now dict, I'm just calling the dict1, and you can see the result. I'm not sure whether it will print or it will give the error, but let's see where is the problem. It says that numpy has to attribute no attribute to ones. Might be there will be in spelling mistake. Let me check. Yeah, yes, it's spelling mistake. It doesn't contain the C. Okay, you can see the results are like this. And now suppose if I want to convert the same data frame, I mean the same dictionary into data frame, what I can do, I will use the previous logic which I have already used. So here I can use def is equals to pd dot, no need to write the data frame. Okay, so just want to read, so df is equal to pd dot data frame, here assigning one dict1 and calling df, and the results are here. You can see the column names are zeros, ones, arrange, and the linspace. And total count of row will be like 0 to 9, means you can see total 10 rows are there. Okay, so that's all about this part. Then suppose if I want to add any other column in this case, so how can I add? In pandas you will learn each and everything about detail and the data manipulation part. So suppose if I want to add any column here, I just need to pass a column name which I want to pass there. Suppose I can add machine learning. Okay, and I need to pass a 10 values here, because as I already mentioned the length of column is 10, so need to pass the 10 values. I can pass here 1, 2, 3, Okay, fine. And need to call the same variable. See the result. You can see the last column has been added, which is called as a machine learning. So that's how we can add the column in previous in existing data frame. Okay, doing the same thing now. If I want to add the column, instead of passing a single list, I can pass or use a linspace function. So how can I do this? So let's see. It is best way to use np.linspace in this manner. So adding here one column name, that is linspace, but passing the 2 because we have already existed linspace, so it will be linspace 2, and here will be np.linspace. np.linspace, again need to pass the range, so range will be like 500 comma 1000, you can say, and the num size will be, or the total count, I can say it will be 10. And running the same code again, you can see the linspace 2 column has been added and the value will be look like this. Okay, then that's about the linspace wala part. Coming to the second point, it's about I matrix and identity matrix. Okay, come here.
Hello sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
लीन स्पेस वाला एक्सप्लेन करा ना बरं.
सेल नंबर
नाही, हे तुम्ही नम काउंट इक्वल टू 10 दिला आणि मग जे आउटपुट आहे ते मला नाही समजलं जरा.
हे
हो तेच.
ओके, सी नंपामध्ये एक फंक्शन आहे ज्याला लिनस्पेस म्हणतात. ओके, सो बेसिकली फंक्शन काय करते, तर तुम्हाला एक सुरुवात द्यावी लागेल कुठून होते आणि एंड कुठं होतं द्यावं लागेल, आणि टोटल्स तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यूज त्यामध्ये किती पाहायच्यात हे पण पास करावं लागेल. ओके, रेड स्टेप मी पुढे सांगतो. ओके, सो एक स्टार्टिंग किंवा बिगिनिंग ॲड करायला लागेल. सो मी ॲड करतो की ॲज अ इनपुट स्टार्ट होईल 1 पासून, एंड कुठं होईल तर तुमची इच्छा, तुम्ही 100 पण देऊ शकता. सो मी 50 पास केले. टोटल नंबर किती येतात 1 ते 50 मध्ये, किती येतात
50.
ओके 50, मग मी 50 पास करतो आहे. आणि रेड स्टेप इज इक्वल्स टू ट्रू म्हणतो आहे, म्हणजे जे काय तुम्हाला प्रत्येक स्टेप असेल ना त्या स्टेपमधलं डिस्टन्स किती आहे ते दिसलं पाहिजे, किंवा 2 कॉन्झिक्युटिव्ह नंबरमध्ये डिस्टन्स किती आहे दिसलं पाहिजे. 2-1, 3-2 असेल, किंवा एकने पुढे वाढते. सो रेड स्टेप म्हणजे प्रत्येकची स्टेप साईज जी आहे ती तुम्हाला दिसेल. सो ही बाय डिफॉल्ट 1 असेल या केसमध्ये, आणि सेल रन केली त्याचे रिझल्ट दिसतील. सपोज मी आता म्हणतो मला 50 नको, मला 100 पाहिजेत, तो तेवढेच ना 1 ते 50 मध्ये 100 इक्वल भाग करेल. ठीक आहे, अँड यू कॅन सी. येस,
समजलं. यातच कन्फ्यूज होतो.
क्लियर.
समजलं तर. हो.
Okay, come here. Now talking about the identity matrix and the I. Okay, so basically let's discuss first of all I. I matrix. Okay, so it will return 2D array with diagonal matrix. ओके, हा 2 डायमेन्शनल ॲरे रिटर्न करेल डायगोनल मॅट्रिक्सच्या फॉर्ममध्ये. सो पाहू की हे एक्झॅक्टली काय आहे. ओके, सो जस्ट रिमेंबर इट्स order will be not like that always n by 1, it's varies, but there is one unique thing in I matrix. Okay, let's see. As I already mentioned, I matrix always return a 2D array, 2-dimensional array with a diagonal matrix. Let's see. So first example, np.I, passing here range like 3. Okay, so by default 3 means 3 row and 3 column. If I'm assigning 3, 4, it will be 3 row and 4 column, but if I'm just assigning 3, it means 3 row and 3 column. So 3 comma d type is equals to int. If I print, I will get the result, and the result will be 3 by 3 matrix, and it will be diagonal matrix. Okay, so just remember, diagonal matrix is nothing but which has a 45 degrees लाईनचा आहे पोर्शन. ओके, ही जी इन्क्लाइनला दिसते त्याला 1 1 1 असेल, बाकी सगळ्या ठिकाणी 0 0 असेल. इट्स नथिंग बट द सिम्पल डायगोनल. इन दिस केस सिम्पल किंवा लेमन लँग्वेजमध्ये डायगोनल सांगायचं असेल तर ही जी आहे का सेंटर लाईन असेल, जी इन्क्लाइन असेल त्या लाईनला तुम्हाला 1 1 1 दिसेल, बाकी सगळ्या ठिकाणी 0 0 दिसेल. ओके, सपोज this things happen when n by n matrix is there, or order is n by n. Okay, I can say just passing number of rows equals to number of column 3 comma 3 4 comma 4. But what happens if I'm passing a number of rows different and the number of column count will be the different? So just passing here 3 comma 5. Great. Okay, now you can see the difference between the result. Let me check, there is small change. Okay, so in this case total, I will just do one thing, I will just make it bigger. Okay, now you can see in this case I have total number of column will be the 4, sorry, total number of row will be the 4 and column will be the 5. But if you check here in 45 degree, it goes like this, because it's not symmetrical, it's symmetrical, means number of column and number of rows are different. Okay, this happens when number of column and number of rows are different. So this is not exactly dividing into the two parts. इथं 3 होती, इथं 3 होतं, सो एक्झॅक्टली सिमेट्रिकल जात होतं किंवा पास होतं. पण ज्यावेळेस नंबर ऑफ कॉलम आणि नंबर ऑफ रोज वेगवेगळे येतात किंवा त्यांचा काउंट वेगळा येतो ना, त्या केसमध्ये सिमेट्रिकल पास होत नाही, सो कमी जास्त होऊ शकते. ओके, सो दॅट्स ऑल अबाउट द np.i. So point need to remember, np.i always return a 2D array with a diagonal matrix. हा diagonal matrix. पण कंडिशन काय, जर n into n असेल तर हे असं असेल, आणि n into n नसेल, नंबर ऑफ कॉलम इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ रो नसतील, सो त्या केसमध्ये आउटपुट रिझल्ट असे मिळून जाते. देन आयडेंटिटी मॅट्रिक्स, याचा फरक मे बी इंटरव्ह्यूमध्ये विचारला जाऊ शकतो. सो keep it in mind, it is an important point. So it will return an 2D array with 1 0 diagonal. So it's 0 diagonal. It will return a 2D array with 1 zeros diagonal. Let's see. And the most important thing, when I say it's identity matrix, the order should be always n by n. When I say it's identity matrix, the order should be always n by n. Okay, means number of column is equal to always number of row in case of identity matrix. So in this case, instead of in this case instead of I'm just doing identity word. np.identity, I should be always small, and now need to run the code. You can see that is the difference between the identity and I. Now we will do the small experiment here. Let's see what are the results. It shows the error because identity operator only handles the argument when I pass number of rows equals n into n's. Okay, म्हणजे जेवढ्या नंबरचे कॉलम असतील तेवढ्या नंबरचेच ना रो पाहिजे. ऑर्डर शुड बी ऑलवेज n into n. इथं मी ॲड करून देतो n into n. म्हणजे नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स आणि नंबर ऑफ रोज तेवढेच असले पाहिजे, नसतील तर हा प्रॉब्लेम येतो आहे आयडेंटिटी मॅट्रिक्समध्ये. बट आयमध्ये ना या गोष्टी हँडल होतात. ओके, so that was the difference between the I and the identity. It's important, and that will be definitely gonna ask a question in interview. If you know the person which is the interviewer, he knows the stat and the math, he will ask the same question you. Okay, and then random. It is the last topic for the today's lecture. So random. Okay, so basically in random we have total 4 functions. So first just let's see that just 1 or 2 points about the random. Basically it is used for generating random numbers. याचा यूज रँडम नंबर जनरेट करण्यासाठी केला जातो. कुठं तर ॲरेमध्ये. So here are few sub function in random, and those sub functions are very much important, so please be careful, and the same question will be asked in the interview, so please be prepared on NumPy part. The list of function will be first rand. Okay, please read carefully, it's rand. Okay, second will be rand int. Third function will be, sub function will be rand n. Rand n, sorry. And the last, which is the limit, the ran f. Okay, so those are the random sub function, and we're gonna see those sub function in tomorrow's lecture. Okay, so that's all for today for the NumPy part second. Today's date will be 24 July 2024. Okay, do you have any questions? If yes, let me know, else I can close the session for today.
तर डाऊट आहे पण पर्सनल आहे.
It's about the topic NumPy.
नाही, प्रोजेक्ट बद्दल आहे.
Okay. What about others? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's stop here.